Radio Shouty.
Hot 1079, of course, you know it's your boy Beehive Radio Shouting. Stepping in the building, I got my fam in this thing, Jam Master Jason. Jason, what's good with it, my dog?
What's going on with you, buddy, man? I'm out here kicking it, you know, just trying to see what we got going on in the midst of this corona. Atlanta's still shaking, though. I'm out here, though.
You know the party never stops in the A-Town,
Man, they flying from everywhere to get out here right now to go have some fun.
But you said you had to down a whole bottle last night just kicking flavor. I mean, talk to me. What's happening?
Man, so kicking it with, I was at my artist's house. He got a pretty nice spot out in Grayson.
Yeah.
Big, nice marble everywhere, you know what I'm talking about. But, man, I don't know why I did it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? We've been drinking. I should have known, but man, I'm up here though. I had to get up and get to you.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you could make it. Now, I mean, the label, the music.
Okay.
Talk to me, man. What's good with it, Jay?
See I was lucky enough to get my hands on Jmj Records.
Ooh.
So now I own my father's old company.
What?
So it's just, you know, I got a couple artists I'm working with. Jacob being my main artist right now. He's a front runner, but we got a lot of situations, and I'm trying to revamp it, you know, get it back to where it was. My father found 50, you know, he had put Onyx out.
Facts.
A jail felony, and so many people associated with the Jmj Records. And, you know, it's my turn to figure it out now.
Talk to me about that, though, Jay. I mean, what is that like, carrying on the legacy and saying, hey, man, I got some big-ass shoes to fill in this thing, but I'm about to turn it all the way up?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure if my father was here, he wouldn't expect me to... Them, like you said, them shoes, they are gigantic. Like, how can I be the first dude on MTV with a rap video?
Come on.
How can we be the first platinum artist over? You know what I'm saying? We can't do that over.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I'll tear you up on them turntables.
Come on,
you can't
now.
take that from me. My hands is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The apple don't fall far from the tree. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just came to me natural. When I applied myself to the music, it was like, oh, I already know how to do this. Like,
what was it like, and at what age was it that you picked up them turntables, Jay?
honestly speaking, I was in college, bro.
What?
18 years old. It was did my first party in Macon, Georgia.
Yeah.
Club Monies. Changed my life. I dropped out of school, bro, and started DJing ever since.
Now, as a DJ, you also got the honor of being a DJ for Run DMC as well, man.
Right,
what was that like when they said, all right, Jay, it's your turn to come in here and crank this thing up?
Man, so I had been traveling the world with Steve Lobel was my manager at the time. And he had put me on the road with Man, this artist named Man. He had the song Buzzin'.
Yeah.
A few years back. So he was signed to Def Jam, but it was a London branch of Def Jam. So all our shows was London out.
Yeah.
So we was out there traveling. So I got a little bit of a resume for myself as far as, working major crowds. And then when Running D, that first Made in America,
yeah,
they was like, it's our first time being back on stage without your dad. And they just was like, you think you can, you think you got it? Can you do it? And I was like, we gonna see. And I rocked it, man. I rocked that show. It was a dope situation.
What was that energy like, though, man, when you out there with Run DMC and you feeling them shoes and you going all the way in and the crowd's going crazy? What was that like for you?
Man, it was, honestly, let me tell you what really happened, how it really happened. Still to this day, Rev Run, the legend.
Yeah.
Before he get on stage, he might be on the side and dry heaving, like, still.
Damn.
He been doing this forever. Pioneer.
My God.
But then by the time that light turn on, he snapping, he do his show. So if he could be nervous still,
Yeah.
then I'm like, there's nothing I could do besides do what I do. Like, if you know what I'm saying, he the legend.
Exactly.
And he still got nerves about himself. So you know, my knees was clacking. They couldn't see that, but you know what I'm saying. I did my thing. It was a fun situation.
But I'm talking about the energy from that crowd, man.
That is like the most amazing thing ever. Like, it's nothing that can compare. No alcohol, no drug, no nothing is more fulfilling than that. Like, I feel like when I'm in front of that crowd, 100,000 people sitting there. If I told everybody to sit down Indian style, for that moment, I got their attention. They gonna do it. Like, that's a different type of power. Like, that's something else.
Now, traveling overseas DJing, man, what was that like? Because, I mean, everybody don't get a chance to cross that water and jam either.
So it's just, you know, once again, everybody over there wants to be like us. So you'd be surprised that how in tune they are with hip hop in Lebanon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in Lebanon having the best time. I'm in Dubai. You don't expect these countries to be so in tune with the American culture, but like, I love it.
So now, with the clothing line, the label, and all of this stuff, man, I mean, what is it like now bossing up and handling your business and getting prepared to take it to another level, though?
I mean, it's just like, I don't have to run. I just got to make sure I take my steps, educated steps. I don't need to be all over the place trying to do everything at once. We set out a plan and we just execute. Eventually, it's gonna be out the way, like, blow it all the way out.
Yeah.
So
now, did you grow up in New York and then slide down here to the A, or how did that go?
So after that situation with my dad, my mom left New York.
Yeah.
So then I came to Georgia and went to I ended up at Norcross High School. Mm-hmm. Graduated there, went down to Macon State College. That's when I met Jacob.
Yeah.
And then, you know, from there, just been doing music ever since.
What was that transition like for you coming from New York down here to the South and, you know, relocating and getting reestablished in this thing, man?
Well, my whole senior year of high school, I was saying, what? What'd you say? To the point, teachers is getting mad.
Wait a minute, you ain't even understand the teachers?
I'm talking about that southern twang, man. Like, you really got to get to know it. Like, but it's just, you know, the music was different. I'm on my New York, you know what I'm saying, out here, and I was in New York. I was the biggest dude on the football line. I got to Georgia. I was like the littlest dude on the line. It was different.
You out here playing wide receiver?
I'm talking about high school football, and we in the stadium. I'm looking at Jumbotron. Like, man, listen. But it was a great, you know, I had fun. I love the South. Like,
exactly. Growing up, the son of Jam Master Jay, man, during the time being able to grow up with your father, what was that like, seeing the legend in action and watching him maneuver through the industry?
I think I didn't really realize who he was, or besides that's my dad. So first things first, that's what it was. It wasn't growing up with Jam Master Jay. It was daddy. That's my dad. So I guess, like, I think it was bring your parent to school day, or, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
And my classroom, we did ours in the auditorium. So I'm like, why is everybody in the school coming to my classes, bring your parent to school day?
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, well, my dad is somebody. This guy, the whole school is watching us talk. Like, I mean, you know.
What kind of game and advice was he able to give you in that time, man?
I mean, honestly, I was 16 when he got killed, so he was just force feeding me the football, the basketball. Like, he was like, my son about to be a big dude. I'm gonna keep him. That's what he had me on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Made sure I stayed in the, you know, some sort of play the instrument all the time. And, you know, I ain't really get a chance to get those life lessons. You know, it was right about that time for him to start having them talks with me. And then, but, you know, he was always there. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like, people be like, did you get to see your dad? Yeah, he was a real father. I really got my ass whooped when I got in trouble. Like, it was a real situation. Like, it wasn't no, like I miss him to death, but it's just, I don't know. Like, the world lost Jam Master Jay. I lost my father.
Exactly.
So, but at the same, you could never get away from, not to say I want to get away from it, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get so much genuine love from strangers
Yeah.
because of who he was and the respect that people have for him, that it just trickles down to me, and it's like a hug when I need it. So I meet a stranger, like first time I meet you, and I'm like, man, people got that much respect for my dad that they just will embrace me, take me in, and
Yeah.
actually see what I got to offer and listen. Like, that's what being his son really does. It make people look at you harder and listen to you closer. Like,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying? Like, oh. And then they be like, oh, you is his son, huh? So.
Talk to me about the folks looking at you harder, though, man. I mean, what is that criticism like when folks will say that you need to be living up to something?
I just gotta be Jason myself. That's all I could be. Like, I ain't out here trying to compete or compare, or if you want to battle, we can set the tables up. If you think you got a harder artist than mine, I'll get him on the mic right now. Like, it's that simple. It ain't nothing to talk about. Like, but it's the world of the world is a competition, and I'm ready to do whatever. We gotta win.
Now, when it comes to this music, man, I mean, what is the flavor that y'all bringing to the game right now?
Man, I mean, it's just all different types of flavors, all different types of sauces. Like, it's just, we got a lot of hot material. Like, I really got to get this. What record you want to play for him? What you want to do?
We got a couple of them. Play Mood,
Man, we got so many, bro. Like, and I'm talking bangers. Like, you pick your poison. Like, I don't what you want, a slow one, a fast, man. We got everything. Looking for it.
Exactly. So now, what has it been like penetrating the industry right now, breaking your artists and getting people to listen and to come on in?
Like, once again, I tell you, it's just the first thing it is, like, when people hear who I am, it's that eye in that ear. They like, let's see what he got. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then I really, when you hear the music and the material that we have to offer, it's like, man, okay, well, are y'all on? Y'all must be on. Like, we getting there. We trying to get there. It's like, when I work with Run DMC, that's Run DMC.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's epic. I need to be doing those by myself. Like,
yeah,
with my artists.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get, somewhere on, and that's what we trying to get to.
That epicness of being with Run DMC, though, man. I mean, what is that like when you have to see it firsthand and then you say, okay, I got to get back here myself with my team?
Right. I mean, it's just, so them shoes, back to them same big shoes we was talking about, like, it just, you got to do what we got to do.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to mixing, are you a blender or are you a scratcher in this thing, Jay?
I got the juice.
Okay now. So answer me this, though, because, see, I feel Slick, this is what hip-hop is missing, is that scratching on them tracks, too, man.
The essence. Okay, I mean, the world, the party scene is different. Like it's, if I was at the club, it's an experience.
Ooh.
You might go and hear a DJ they playing music. I'm giving you an experience.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cutting, I'm scratching, I'm talking. It's a show. You know what I'm saying? I ain't there to just press buttons and play music. Like, it's sweat. Get your track sweat, all of that, Girls turn up, all of that. We ain't playing.
What are some of the things that you've picked up maneuvering in the industry right now that you learned that you care to share with people that's trying to get into it as well?
Perception is reality. And if you want to be taken as a professional, you got to present yourself as a professional. because that first time you slip up and have somebody pointing at you or judging you just because you had a bad or off day, you never know. Like, you got to be ready at all times. Like,
Exactly. Now, carrying on the legacy of your father, man, can you take me back to when he passed and how that affected you back then?
I was 16 years old. It was raining. I just got out of football practice. I went home. I'm tired. My mom comes to the house. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Like, can we go get something to eat?" Da 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 da. So now she's like leaking. I'm like, "Mom, why you crying?" Then my aunt pulls up. Everybody's like pulling up at the same time, and by the time I figured it out, the whole Jamaica Ave is thousands of people everywhere, and it was already, it just crazy day. Like,
How the hell did that affect Jamaica, Queens, and then just New York in general and having to witness all of that?
I mean, it's like he was a pioneer. It was like it was bigger than that's my father, but it was so much. It was a big deal, like, to the community, to the neighborhood, to everybody. Like, I mean, it just was. I don't know how to, man. Like, it's crazy. That was my father. Like, I can't really go too much past that. Like, my dad. Like, you know.
Your brothers, man. I mean, what was it like being the big brother trying to hold everybody down?
I was 16. I think my brother TJ might have been like 8 or 9, and Jesse probably like 5 at that time.
Yeah.
You know, my brother TJ is out here too.
Yeah.
He DJ for ASAP Ferg. That boy is out there. Like, them shows be extra litty. But yeah, I mean, we all got something going on.
Yeah.
It's just fun, you know.
Now, do you and the bros ever get together and collaborate?
I mean, when we see each other, it's like we peas in the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like, they live in LA. I'm on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Just, it's all love.
So now, where you based now? Atlanta or New York?
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio. Now, how the hell you find yourself in Cleveland?
In the Cleveland area, I got an artist that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
And I ended up just moving out there to be more hands-on with him.
Yeah.
And I ended up, I stayed. Like,
exactly. So now, with the JMJ label, man, I mean, what is your vision for it right now moving forward and just really dominating with it? Because like you said, your daddy brought 50, Onyx, and all of these folks to the game. What are you like looking for artists right now, or are you working with just Jacob, taking him to another level? How are you going about building that conglomerate together?
Right now, I'm trying to. Jacob is a little more far advanced than the rest of my artists, but we just piecing everything together to the point to where it's undeniable. Like, you cut the check. Like, how do you want this? You want the singing artist? You want the
We running up a bag,
Yeah.
and we finna paying for my own campaign. Period.
flat out?
Straight up.
Jacob, what is it like, man, having Jason on deck with you, working with you, and y'all going together out here to really raise hell in this game?
This is my brother.
That's
Yeah.
the
You know what I'm
funny
saying?
part.
Like, I talk to his mom more than he does. I talk
This
to
is
his
a
mother
fact.
like almost every day.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is my brother,
Yeah.
regardless. But of course, rocking with him makes everything, being how close we are, it just makes it feel like more family. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I feel like we accomplishing something together. You know what I'm saying? So, it's time we ran up the check. Now my campaign about to start. When the label shut down, and that's when the campaign about to start. So hopefully by January we'll have a single radio and see how it catch on fire. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Exactly. So now, and then I hate to bring it back to your dad though, Jay, but I gotta ask this question. With the recent developments, what were your thoughts on all of that stuff that was going on?
I mean, it's just indictments happen every day. It's still a lot of work. Still, things have to be proven, and I just, it's not something I've been dwelling on. Like,
Yeah.
I've just been living my life. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep my left foot in front of my right one. I can't think about that. Like, because it took 18 years for something to come out.
18 years.
You know what I'm saying? The streets been talking. Everybody done had their opinion on what they thought happened, but now, I guess they gonna do whatever they gonna do.
How did you deal with the rumors growing up?
I didn't. I didn't. I was a kid. I was 16. Like, I was worried about going to school. I moved to Georgia. How did I end up in Macon? with family. Like, I go to Macon right now and it's lit. Like,
Damn.
I got a whole squad. Like, deep. Like me and Jacob was before it was any type of music. We was just friends.
Yeah.
Brothers. Like,
Yeah.
back when he was on the air every day. Radio personality.
Hold up now, Jay. Hold up now, Jay. This man understands radio too. Is that what you telling me?
Man, listen. He
Big facts. I was 2 to 6.
Oh.
Monday through Friday.
Okay then.
Young.
Was you down there
I
with
was
my
young.
boy DJ Smooth?
Smooth, Silk,
yes.
What up, though, Smooth?
Mike Roberts.
In the
Mike
morning.
Roberts put me on. Yeah, Dangerous D, all them down there. You know, when there was Foxy 107.
Shorty Slim.
Yeah,
Man.
Todd one.
Yeah, Todd
Yeah, see, I was
one.
on 2 to 6 and Todd came on at 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh
Squad.
man, that's off the damn chain. That's off the damn. So I already understand. See, now I'm pissed. Because y'all niggas got the cheat code, okay?
Man.
Y'all already know what y'all doing already then.
Listen.
Come on with it. So, Jay, being a lover of hip hop, man, when you think about music, who are you listening to right now? And do you have any inspirations that just kind of make you say, I need to get in the studio and crank this shit up?
Man. Who am I listening to?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Jacob.
Ooh.
Cause when I put I gotta put these records on for you so you can understand what I'm saying. But like we coming for everybody gonna have to take a pay cut. And we gotta get up in there. Flat out. Like, the music is so legit. We get it done and y'all gonna see sooner than later.
Now, when you ain't doing the music though, Jay, what are you doing for it?
What am I doing when I'm not doing
Yeah,
music?
when you're not doing music, what you doing?
2K. I'm on that PS4 heavy.
Exactly. And surviving this quarantine, man. I mean, how has this impacted your movement?
Man, honestly, it tore up my nightlife as far as being a DJ.
Yeah.
As far as traveling, like the Run DMC, it's over. Like, for now. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Outside of that, I've been chilling, man.
What is tour life like, though, man? Being able to travel the world and just DJ and do your thing, man. I mean, can you talk about some of those experiences right there?
Oh man, it's like today, how I told you I had a little bit of too much to drink last night, kicking it.
Yeah.
This tour life is, you gotta know when to give away the liquor and just have fun. Like, kick it, execute your job, and like, cause we love what we do. It's not like, how people have to go to work and break their back and
Come on.
hate their job and cuss their wife out just cause they had a bad day. Nah, I ain't none of that. I'm going to party. I'm trying to make people have fun, enjoy themselves. I love what I do.
That's right. That's right.
It's a blessing. Like,
Well, there are any times in this industry, man, where you receive some love that you just didn't even expect to see coming.
it happens all the time. Like, that's why I said, so much genuine people out there that truly, like, love my dad. I can honestly say, like, people that, and just give it falls in my lap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could be missing him. I could be thinking about him. Then go to the store, and there's a little baby in Walmart with a Run DMC shirt on or something. Like, or how. When the music always popping up in a song or in a commercial or something, like, he's always there. It's like, it don't never go away. Like,
what is it like watching them documentaries of your daddy, and then also for him to be so well documented in hip hop history too, and still having those artifacts left behind for you to be able to kind of check out and see what the hell's going on?
honestly speaking, I ain't really watched too much of them documentaries.
For real?
My father, I mean, like, there was a couple people who of substance who had something to say, who was documented. But if you really go back and watch some documentaries, it's niggas from the hood, and it ain't, you know, it could have been a lot more stuff going on. You know, Netflix wasn't even. There's a reason why there's nobody close to him, like actual family, and none of that stuff. Like, you know, they ain't trying to cut that check. Man, you know what I'm saying? We ain't, you know, it's over. Like, ain't got nothing to say.
Yeah.
I'll save my story for when it counts for me. Like,
Come on. Carrying on the legacy and going forward, man, how are you intertwining it with what you got going on now and making it respectable?
it's just like I said, man, I got that label. I got a lot of artists I deal with. And it's just time to get the music out there. Mm-hmm. It's just time. Like,
where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with it, though, Jay?
5 years from now, hopefully we ain't got these masks on no more.
Exactly.
But I mean, just gotta break these artists. Like, that's it. Gotta get in rotation. Like,
Answer me this: how are you maneuvering through this new digital age with it, though, man? Because, you know, back in the day it was an analog time, but now you can do a lot of stuff on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, and all of that extra stuff. YouTube, for a matter of fact.
Right.
So, I mean, how are you utilizing these new digital technologies to move the culture forward?
I mean, once we got everything across all boards, like once we hit the button, it's gonna be on every platform there is. Like, you just gotta go with the flow. You can't go against the grain. That's what it is now. It's a digital time. Like, you know,
Exactly.
got people running campaigns. With, you know, you got to know about them algorithms and all that.
Facts.
You want your stuff to pop up in front of who you want it to pop up in front of. That's all of that. It's different now.
Now, when you think about touring and DJing, what was your favorite time out there in these streets, man?
On the tour side, my favorite time. No, man, there's so many different. That energy I get when I get that, you know, that, like, I don't know, when I was in Denver. You know, they smoking weed in Denver. So I'm playing Because I Got High. I'm playing
Wiz.
I Get High. I killed the crowd with the I Got 5 on it. Just having fun.
Creative process. When you and Jacob is getting in that studio creating these hits and these bangers, how are we going about creating this stuff, fellas?
Oh, this man's a machine. He's a one-stop shop.
Get in here.
This man's a machine.
We had Patchworks.
Yeah.
I recorded my whole album here. I did about 25 songs here, all in the A room. We got a session today at another private studio at 3 o'clock, so we're going to drop about 4 songs. Like, when I did my first session from 10 to 6, I did like 8 songs in one day.
Ooh.
Came back the next week, did another 7 songs. So, I you know, we knock it out. So, I'll be ready.
Talk about being in a place like Patchwork, man, because, I mean, when you see all them damn plaques on the wall when you walk in this motherfucker, you know it's going down. So
it's like the spirit of Rick Ross in here. You know what I'm saying? And you feel it when you go upstairs in that booth.
Yeah.
And that's why I love recording here. You know, it just, you feel the energy of all the artists that have been in that booth right there and recorded, and it makes you feel like you your work that you're doing is respected. You don't got to go nowhere else and recut.
That's right.
You're in a world-class studio, so you do it here. You don't got to do it again, you know?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I love Patchworks, for sure.
Nah, I can definitely
That's my
dig
spot.
it.
It's home.
So now, Jay, when is this project dropping, though?
We got the, we working right now. We doing the distribution. So, like I said, and when the holidays come, that's when we're going to start doing our campaign. And then probably like January, February, depending on if the single, you know, how much smoke it kick up.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna put the album out anyway, you know. So I got most of it mixed and mastered already. You know, Ray C been mixing my stuff, and of course Kenny been mastering it. I got Corey Anders gonna be mixing some records. So yeah, top of the year.
Bet it up.
We gonna do the campaign digitally with the single, starting like in the next couple weeks.
No, I can dig that.
For sure.
Jay, what is it like for you bossing up though, man, and saying that, you know, I have to put this on my back and it's success time. We're about to win regardless of what the fuck's going on. And I gotta bring home the championship ring.
I mean, like I said, we just gotta do what we gotta do, man. It ain't. If it was gonna be given to me, I would have got it already.
Yeah.
If I ain't had to put no work in, it would have happened for me.
Yeah.
So I get shortcuts being his son.
Yeah.
But I still gotta have that
Still there.
material.
Yeah. What was it like taking back over control of JMJ Records though, man?
For real, my cousin called me. He was like Googling just different stuff, and he was like, "Yo, don't nobody own JMJ Records." I was like, "What you mean? Like it wasn't attached to the estate or nothing. Like it just was in the air. You could have went and bought the shit."
Damn.
So once I got wind of that, I did my paperwork. I went and bought it and got the LLC back on track, and then, I told bro, he was like, "What you want to do? Like, I'm down with you."
Yeah.
And then that's like I said, he gonna be my front runner.
Facts.
And we just take it from there.
Lastly, Jay, is there anything else you want to get off your chest? How can folks contact you? And what else do we need to be looking out for in this thing?
I'm all over all social media platforms. Just look, JMJ SON, on everything. And I don't know, like right now is the time for people to figure out what they want to do and just start doing it. Like, you stuck in the house, so you might as well do something with your time. Like, you might as well go ahead and sit there with your kids and learn what they learn on that computer and just figure it out. Like,
Exactly.
It ain't too much to do but to do it. Like, you gotta. I got a 2K problem, but outside of that, it's just you just have fun, man. Enjoy your life and live, man.
I think that some of the people that his dad put on need to, reach out. Because your dad put on some people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
not asking for a handout or nothing, but I'm just saying it would be nice.
Did you
to
reach
network.
out to him though? I mean, I don't see nobody saying no to Jam Master Jay son, knowing damn well what your daddy did for them though.
You speaking logically.
Oh,
but that's a whole nother interview, bro. That's a whole nother segment. Like it is what it is. I can't be mad at nobody. I have to make myself right. Like I said, I could get shortcuts.
Yeah.
I don't have to go through the same process that your average Joe would go through. Mm-hmm. But I still have to figure it out. I still gotta work. Like, it is not free. It's not handed. It ain't no, it's not easy.
What is it like when you go into the lab, man, and you drawing up the plans for the fam and where you're about to take it and you trying to figure it out, man, and the guidance? Do you receive mentorship from anybody that can give you some damn game?
I have a lot of mentors, honestly speaking. Like, it's a lot of people that did come and, give me certain jewels and actually fuck with me on a personal level. But it ain't the people who you think it is.
What?
It's randoms, not and genuine people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I done got more love from strangers than people who actually knew my dad and had something to do with him, or like that. This thing it's crazy.
What is some of the best advice that you've received so far?
Nobody owes you nothing. Do what you got to do. Figure it out.
Exactly. And I already know you about to do this thing, man, because I'm ready to hear this music and see what the fuck going on around here, Jay.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Okay.
It's a whole lot.
I can definitely dig it. But Jay, My dog, appreciate you coming through this thing, boy.
Definitely.
Wish you nothing but the best and much success. Beehive Radio, shout it. It's Hot 107.9, man. Let's go.